Hello, welcome to Sufra's Pop Culture World. Today I just wanted to give a couple of thoughts about the Laura situation. Laura on before the 90 days. It's hard to know where to actually peg her because she did marry Aladdin after being in his country for only a couple of days. And right now we're watching, I believe it's before the 90 days. I watch them all, so I get them all confused. Where right now where we are in the show is she just finished day two of a 3-day official wedding celebration to Aladdin. Um, and her son is in the country, but he hasn't been able to attend because it seems like he's got diarrhea or some kind of food poisoning or stomach or gastrointestinal situation. And of course, no one wants to go to a party when you're feeling like that. And then also, too, we see that obviously he doesn't approve of Aladdin and questions his motives, which I think is perfectly normal for a 20-year-old boy to wonder what a 28-year-old fitness trainer wants with his chubby, kind of odd mother who's apparently been down this road before, and the son is getting a little annoyed with it. But I guess the big news this week is for those of you who only watch the show, I'm sure even you have seen various headlines, news, whether it's been on Facebook or YouTube or just in I'm getting it in the pop-ups on MSN and stuff. I guess because our robot overlords watch what we watch and look at and stuff. And so since I'm in a bunch of 90 Day Fiancé groups on Facebook, I guess, I get all this information. So information that's not on the show, if you don't want to know it, you can leave now, but I'm sure you've heard it, that Laura is divorced or getting divorced from Aladdin. And this was after, and I touched upon it a bit last time I did a video based this has come to light. There was some talk about whether Laura was pregnant or not, and maybe she had an ectopic pregnancy or not. She is 51. Certainly, she can get pregnant if she's still getting her periods and stuff, basic biology. So it's not that unusual for someone in their 50s to get pregnant, nor is it unusual for them to have a miscarriage or ectopic pregnancy either. But whatever happened, that was a big scandal. And now we're finding out that Laura can't go back to the United States because it turns out that she's not a U.S. citizen. So apparently, I guess she was squatting in Florida for how many years? Well, it's not squatting, I guess, but was an illegal immigrant there. And I guess that was part of the reason her son was pleading with her as well to not leave and to stay put and not do anything stupid like get married. But she had already gotten married within a couple of days, long before this big, huge 3-day celebration. So it turns out Laura is a Canadian citizen. Yet for some reason, she's run off to Ecuador with that horrible woman who just, I guess, she and Corey just broke up, maybe. I don't know, because there's rumors flying about that too. And, I don't know what's true and what isn't. So, but I am starting to think that the Laura can't go to the US thing is pretty true because it's true. Like, you can't just go to the US and hang out. I live in Canada. I am not Canadian. I'm a US citizen, but I'm a landed immigrant. I have all my papers and all that, and I've been here since, well, my whole life. I was brought to Canada by my parents when I was 5, and I've been here ever since. And there have been times where I've had my eye towards the States and thinking about moving back and stuff, but my children are here and I really love Canada. I love how things are here. I'm in Toronto and I love it, and I see no reason to go to the States where there's no health care and things seem pretty chaotic right now. And, here in Canada, I like my health care. Yeah, I'm in the same city as both my sons, and it's all good. So, but the way people are talking about Laura, not being able to go back to the States. It makes it sound like she's homeless. It makes it sound like she's a woman without a country. But if she's Canadian, I'm pretty sure she can just go home. Uh, if you're a Canadian citizen, you're a Canadian citizen, and sure, maybe she doesn't have a home in Canada anymore because she spent time in Florida. And again, I don't know how long she actually lived in Florida, whether it was 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, I don't know. But certainly as a Canadian citizen, she can come home anytime and get her act together. We're here, we're happy, we're my children are Canadian, and yeah. So I'm not sure what the big brouhaha is, why she had to go to Ecuador. I guess probably just went there on a vacation because they're friends, they're on the same show, so they probably met at a tell-all or whatever, and maybe she's just hanging out in Ecuador for fun, or I don't know. But it all seems very strange. So, anyways, what do you think about all this? Do you think Laura should go back to Canada? Are you upset that she can't go back to the States, where her son is? Do you think this whole thing's a big mess like I do, and I'm not even sure what's true anymore? And I just thought I'd throw that out there for food for thought, as it were, on a Saturday morning. Bye.